Hello and welcome to this first lecture of this new section on budget management in this course on IT product management. So in this section and in this lecture, we will talk about how can you manage the budget allocated for your product, including the resource allocation and the cost control that you would need to do. So how would you go about managing the budget allocated to your product? Any thoughts, any ideas that you have before starting the lecture? Right. So as you would have guessed, this part of managing the budget allocated to the product is also a critical responsibility of the product manager. And how can you manage the budget? Let's take a look at the steps that you can take to effectively manage the budget for your product. So begin by thoroughly understanding the budget allocated to your product. And the budget here could mean financial resources, money, and people, human resources, development teams, designers, marketers, right? And then ensure that the budget allocation aligns with the product's strategic goals and objective, right? Any expenditure would directly contribute to achieving these goals. So budget items are aligned to the strategic goals and objectives. Develop a detailed budget plan that outlines expected expenses over your product's life cycle. Consider costs related to development, marketing, sales, support, and ongoing maintenance, right? Prioritize budget allocation based on product's roadmap and strategy because that's what you have decided would get you the vision that you have set for your product, right? So prioritize budget allocation based on the roadmap and the strategy. Allocate the resources to high impact initiatives that are closely aligned with the customer needs and business goals. Got it? Right. Then allocate human resources, people, effectively by considering the skills and expertise required for each project phase. So you will have different phases of your project and you need to align the right people there. And also you need to balance the workload among team members to optimize productivity. Accurately estimate the cost associated with product development, including personnel, people, technology, software licenses, and other expenses. And you can use the historical data and industry benchmark for reference to accurately estimate these costs. Implement a system for tracking and monitoring budget expenditure in real time, and this will help you stay on top of your expenses and identify potential overspending. Establish cost control procedures to prevent budget overruns. Regularly review and assess spending against the budget plan and make adjustments as and when needed. Develop contingency plan for unforeseen expenses or emergencies that may arise. Set aside a portion of budget as contingency fund to address unexpected issues. Yeah. Negotiate contracts and agreements with vendor and suppliers to ensure cost effectiveness that you are buying the products and services at the best possible cost within the required quality and time requirements. Explore opportunities for bulk discount or long-term partnerships, and even you can work with them on cost reduction if you have a large enough volume. Continuously evaluate the return on investment for the budget expenditure, the money that you are spending, and keep evaluating the ROI. Assess the impact of spending on key performance indicators and adjust your strategy accordingly. And we will talk about this phase in the next in one of the lectures in the next section later on. Embrace agile budget management practices that will allow you flexibility in resource allocation. Adjust budget priorities based on changing market condition or customer feedback. Yeah, makes sense? Great. Keep stakeholders informed about budget status. How much have you spent? And any significant changes in the budget expenditure. Transparency will foster trust and alignment and help you get more resources. as in when you need. Compare your product's budget and spending patterns with the industry benchmarks and comparators. This will help identify opportunity for cost optimization. Absolutely. Regularly conduct budget reviews to assess what's working and what is not working, and use these insights to review, learn your budgeting and resource allocation processes for future product cycles. Continuously look for ways to optimize cost efficiency without compromising the product quality and time requirements. And this may involve process improvements, automation, or reevaluating tools and technologies that you are using. New tools and technologies will keep coming up, so you need to keep looking out what is more efficient. If additional budget is required for critical initiatives, prepare investment proposals that clearly outline the expected benefits and ROI of the proposed expenditure, and reach out to your stakeholders. Be prepared to adjust the budget and resource allocation, because that's the critical phase of implementing your strategy based on the changing market conditions, shifting priorities, and new information. So as you see, effective budget management is critical for the success of your product, because that's where you start implementation by putting the right resources. And if you follow these steps, you can be sure that budget allocation and resource management is aligned with your product strategy and will enable you to deliver a high quality product within the budgetary constraints or within the budgets that you have set for yourself. So, having looked at how to manage the budget allocation, what do we do next? So, in the next one, we will look at example of how a product management team in an IT company manages or manage the budget allocated for the product. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on budget management. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any question. Ask me any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And also download the PDF file as you need to refer them back.